My name is Sean, and welcome to my LIRI Bot demonstration video. So what is LIRI? Well, LIRI is a command line application bot, and it listens to various APIs. It takes in 2 arguments in order to return data, and you can search for things like movies, concerts, your favorite bands, and yeah, so with that in mind, I'm going to demonstrate it. So the first thing we're going to do is run it. Open in terminal the path that we want to execute LIRI, and now to execute we do node LIRI, which is the name of the JS file that we want to execute, and then we execute it by hitting enter, and now we have a welcome message and some commands along with dynamic tips down here that kind of just give more hints to the user about different things. And each time you do node LIRI, it sends you back here to the command list, and these are dynamic, they're in an array, so you'll get different tips each time. And you can see up here we're also logging events that are going on within the application. So if I were to do another command such as node LIRI by this, and then a song name, fill me in, David. Sometimes you have to be specific, otherwise it doesn't return the correct song. And as you can see, now we have data from that particular artist's song. We get the album, we get the song name, everything, and even a preview. You can click on it and you can actually hear the song play. And then as well, like I said, I've logged that particular command, and it just does that for every command. So like I said, we can actually go back by doing node LIRI and getting the command list. So let's just try out some of the other commands that we have here. So node LIRI concert this, and then Craig David, for example. And yep, we get his, we get the venue that he's playing at, the location, and the date. So let's see, node LIRI. We can get node movie this, and now we can get a movie. So for example, I'm just gonna go with a random one. I guess and we get Lord of the Flies up here, plus we get an execution of, you know, the movie title and the rating and the plot. So that's pretty cool. Another thing about each of these different commands is if you don't enter a movie name, if you just don't have any input, you just do node LIRI movie this or Spotify this, it'll give you suggestions for movies and you know, concerts, like so. I hit enter, and now I've gotten Billy Madison as a recommended movie, and if you keep doing this, it will recommend different movies that I've specified in an array. So The Mask, 1994. We've got The Mask again. So yeah, it's pretty much works like that. Same thing with movies. You'll get different movie suggestions. So node LIRI. Get going forward with this. So now we have do this. So node LIRI do this. And basically what this command does is I hit enter, and you'll notice that I got Spotify this, I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. It logs it here, and it gives me the data about that song. And you might be wondering where this is coming from. Well, I have it so it's actually coming from, it's reading a file, and it's coming from random.txt. So it's literally executing do this, reads the random.txt file, and it executes the API and gives you data about it, and it logs it. So I believe we've covered everything that there is to cover for the LIRI Bot.